did not want to wear a wig. I purposely did not want to wear any makeup. Simply because I just wanted this video to be as vulnerable as the topic. The topic is suicide. I was up early this morning and I saw a post about this man who, on the picture, I'll try to put it right here on the screen, he was crying, and it was literally his last moments before he killed himself, committed suicide. And I just shared the photo and I said, that this hits home. If you ever feel like you are experiencing suicidal thoughts, then talk to somebody. It's so important that you talk to somebody. But the crazy part about it is when you're suicidal, you're in that state of mind where you don't feel like you can talk to anybody, and that's the reason why you feel how you feel. I just wanted to talk about it because there was a young lady who posted or commented underneath. She was saying how she was suicidal, but she didn't have any children. This particular man on the photo had like 3 kids, I believe, and it was the stress of buying Christmas gifts or just not being able to get what your kids want. That's what drove him to, which I'm sure it's a lot of other things as well, but that was the driving point to him doing what he did. And the lady who commented on my picture just couldn't understand why he would do that. It was selfish. It was a lot of pride that he had. And although I respect her opinion, I wholeheartedly disagree. And it was kind of hurtful coming from somebody who had also experienced suicidal thoughts. And I posted on my Instagram, if you've never had suicidal thoughts, it's important that you educate yourself just before you speak ignorantly about the topic. And when it comes to the Black community, the African American community, we are so not educated on mental illness. I know for me, I was ignorant to it before I actually started experiencing it. And really, honestly, I've been mentally ill, if we want to be technical, my whole entire life. I just didn't know what to call it. And I had been experiencing depression and anxiety, panic attacks, just a lot of different things my whole life, but never knew what to call it. And the older I got, the more the symptoms and the panic attacks and everything got worse. I started to really kind of research, and especially on the spiritual side, began to call those spirits exactly what they are. And though they are spirits, and it's just a lot of things that people just don't understand. So instead of choosing to educate themselves on the topic, they would rather say that, get over it. And that's just a big thing with the Black community, I feel like. And I'm Black, so I feel like I can speak on it. Some things you have to dig deeper into. Some things you really have to understand to speak on. And suicide, depression, in the last couple of years, there's been so many celebrities and bigger names that have come out and spoke on it, and I'm so glad that they did, because it began to open a conversation up about the topic of suicide and depression, anxiety. Before it was like a white people thing. I'm gonna be honest, it was just like, when I thought about mentally ill, I thought about somebody who was special ed or autistic or slow, or, those things. We all knew what that was growing up. We saw, they had separate classes and all that type of stuff. Okay, ha. But a lot of us suffer from being mentally ill and don't even know it. Now I know it, and I've taken control of that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly when that feeling comes over me, okay, this is depression, whatever. Like, y'all know everything I went through with being from house to house this year, living with family, going to a homeless shelter. I've had my moments, but I've never sunk into a deep depression like I did when I was in DC. And I wanted to speak a little bit more on my experience in DC, because I mention it here and there, but I never go into depth, just out of respect for every other party that is involved, because they are my family. And I never, despite what they think, I don't hate them. I strongly dislike them and the choices they've made, and the things that they have chosen to say out of their mouths in regards to me, my parenting, my life, just everything, you know what I mean? The reason why I'm like this, I just didn't want to overshadow the topic by being super dolled up. I kind of wanted you guys to just feel like I'm sitting here talking one-on-one to y'all. I went back and forth from whether I wanted to open up and talk about it, but I think that I should. And I'm gonna do it in the most respectful way that I can, because there are other people involved, other people's lives involved, which is, the reason why I didn't want to talk about it. I just felt like let it go, but I feel like it's a part of the puzzle that a lot of y'all need in order to understand me a little bit more. So this time last year, I was literally packing up my apartment and preparing to move to Washington, D.C. with my brother. And me and my brother haven't been close for years. We used to be best friends. Those of you who know me from high school, you know how close me and my brother were. And it's just not that way anymore. So I moved to DC. The whole way there, me and my brother were just catching up. We drove. For those of you who don't know, Mobile, Alabama to Washington, D.C. is about a 15 to 16 hour drive. And so, as you can imagine, on that ride, we had a lot of time to talk and to catch up and to cry. And a lot. So we did. And I knew in my heart that it was gonna be rough, because I'm moving in with somebody who I'm not really that close with anymore. I knew that it was gonna dig up a lot of family drama, a lot of family hurt that we never got past. A lot of people look at my family like, oh, you guys are also attractive and you guys are also talented, but y'all just don't understand how far apart and strained and messy my family is. And I play a part in it. I have played a part in it. So get to DC, and long story short, I found out a lot of information via text messages that hurt me. And I won't go into the full story, but I basically saw a lot of things that my mom and my brother had been saying, and I found out how they really felt about me, about my parenting, a lot of hurtful things. And once I saw that, my whole vibe and energy towards him changed, because I knew how he felt. And it was hard for me. I'm not a fake person. Basically, it went on like crazy for months. Once I figured and found out what I saw and how they really felt, which I already knew my mom felt that way about me. She's a whole nother video. But my brother, I always knew that they were really tight, really close, just how me and my son are. So, but I just never knew that they felt like that. Like it was a birthday party that I was struggling at the time. It's like always around this time of year, I always just struggle, I'm not gonna speak that to my next years, but for the past couple years, it's been hard. I gotta admit to y'all, it's been hard. And so whenever I fell short, I would reach out to them, and they're my family. I would need help, and they would help, but it would always come with a price. It would come with, you have to hear about it. You have to know that they're gossiping about it. And exactly what I thought they were doing, they were. And I saw it with my own eyes. And so the dynamic between me and my brother began to be very, very like bad energy. We wouldn't speak. He was just, it felt like he was better than. And he'll disagree with that, but that's exactly what it was. The spirits that were in that house, that apartment, I lived on the 10th floor. And after months and months of not speaking and just feeling so far away from home and alone and like a bad mom, and now I know that my family feel this way about me, those spirits began to minister and speak to me every single day, and I began to believe it. I believed that I was a horrible parent. Look at you, you had to leave Mobile, you all the way up here, you don't know these folks. Like, I was overeating. That's why in the last couple of weeks, y'all been seeing me post a lot of comparison pictures, because I was so deep in depression that I didn't realize I was overeating. And harming myself, and I just felt so bad about myself, but I was taking on everything that everybody was feeling. So I was suicidal. I definitely wanted to die. I've said that so many times. I hate opening up and I hate talking about my family because people just don't get it. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like I haven't opened up and talked to y'all about it, because it's like, I didn't think y'all would get it. But I know I have loyal supporters and cuties on here that just want to hear me be open and honest and raw and real. So many people have said that to me. Like, I just love how real you are. And it's like, I don't know no other way to be. You know? It would be nights. So many times I would go out on the balcony. I'm gonna post a picture right here of just how the balcony looks. I have to find some. And I would sit out there and look at all the cars. It was DC, so it was city. It was busy. All you hear is loud noises. But as loud as DC was, those spirits were even louder in my ear, telling me to jump. And one night I actually got up on there, and it was literally, about to do it. Alright, y'all, so my son literally just threw up. We both been feeling kind of sick the past day or two. So this video is going to be a to be continued. Roll up off my floor. Mommy duties never end. So I'm going to do a part 2 to this video. And if y'all have any questions, then leave them in the comments of this video, and I will address them and finish what I was saying in the next video. Love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see y'all later.